Very intense game, but it was all players tonight. Thought that for the 90 plus minutes today, it was just players there giving us a great show. Seattle showing why they are in the top of the conference, and our boys showing why they want to fight for a higher spot. And today was it was a good demonstration of the culture and the philosophy that we have here. But it was all players. All the credit to these guys. First half, very competitive both. I think we control them. We had a plan today where it was designed to not compete too much in the middle. We put two targets up front with Tex and Blas. We want to get all those second balls with Andres and Jair. I want to get those rebounds there and get some services in the box, whether comes from Jair and Andres or the fullbacks coming up. And I thought it worked pretty well. That way we scored our first goal, not from a cross, but from a rebound. And then a scrappy ball that we stole in the box. And then the second half, I thought the boys execute the plan excellent. I have to give all, as I say, all the credit to them. Second half, it was a great MLS game. That's the level of the MLS and maybe higher, but that anybody who can see that intensity, that commitment for the tactical part and the integrity of the game and the willingness to work for both teams was excellent. I think we deserved the points and we got it.
Talk about David Teixeira's game and just what he put in so that he could have such a game coming out of not starting since April.
Yeah, David has he has had 3 great weeks. Has been participating with the model of the game, the way we want to do things much more. Has been growing with the group. His intensity and the rhythm that we want from him is there, and tonight we decide to bring him and join that spot with Blas, and because that adjusts for the idea that we wanted. But the way he executed is all him. I thought he gave us a lesson today of persistency. Gave us a lesson of patience, and today he was a big part of those 3 points, and I have to admire him a lot.
Did you have a hunch he might score tonight? Did you have a hunch he might score tonight after putting him in?
What is the hunch?
A feeling, a good feeling.
Of course. I have to say, we sometimes we got those feelings, but the boys are the ones who make it happen. They made us look good, and that's what I'm saying. For me, it's an honor to coach this group, and to me, it's an honor to coach David today. It made me look small. But the credit is for him. The way he worked it, it's great. It's great.
Speaking of hunches, Coach, you chose to rest Fabian Castillo and Matt Hedges last Saturday, knowing this game was coming up. Was this the result that you were hoping to see in resting them? Was that your hunch?
We wanted to target this game not as more important than the one in LA, but Matt came out with a bit of a tightness in his hamstring after the prior game to LA, and Fabian also. So we want to take care of them, but we really wanted to put all the energy or all those key players against Seattle at home. The game in LA, they played so well. I thought they deserve more. But tonight was our responsibility to come and perform in front of our fans and get the 3 points and be strong at home. That was part of the plan also. So I'm glad to see Matt back in the lineup today and had the opportunity to rest him before.
What does beating the #1 team in the league mean with playoffs looming?
It's always a challenge. You know that the culture that I would like to develop in this team is just go one game at a time and one rival at a time. I don't see any rival better than any other, really. To me, it's tough to face any game with that thought. I just want them to go for everything they have in front with respect, but knowing that they can beat anyone. So, but at the end, you get a result against the team who is in the top, and I know that there is some confidence that should be high.
You know, you're going to have now an 18-day stretch where 2 games will be played out with the Vancouver Whitecaps and also the LA Galaxy. Will this be an opportunity for your team to get healthy?
It's a great timing for us to rest this weekend. I can appreciate more the schedule at this moment when we have that nursery full and have key players coming back. What I saw tonight in the field just made me feel even more optimistic about our roster. But indeed, it's a great time to rest these guys.
Blas Perez, 10th goal, 4 in 3 games. What haven't we heard about Blas thus far?
He set the tone. He keeps setting the bar, and Blas's commitment. Blas is, I'd say last week, and I keep saying it, not just him, everybody, but he's one of those guys who lead that locker room, and he showed in the path. The boys follow him, and tonight wasn't the exception.
Playing
Oscar,
against. Playing against.
el equipo está tomando buena ventaja sobre el 6º lugar en su conferencia. Me gustaría que su equipo se clasificara oficialmente con una victoria sobre el Galaxy.
A mí me gustaría que clasificáramos lo más rápido posible, porque pues es el logro que necesitamos ahora, de meter el equipo a los playoffs, a ver si los muchachos quitan un poquito la presión. Pero bueno, es que es una liga tan competitiva y tan dura. Ahora nos vamos a descansar este fin de semana, a recuperarnos, y ojalá que consigamos un buen resultado en el próximo partido. I'm talking about the responsibility we have to clinch into the playoffs, but we don't target any game. We just go one game at a time. Hopefully we can rest this weekend and face with the next one and put the guys into the playoffs as soon as we can, so we can take a little bit of that pressure. But they are coping with that, and I'm happy.
Oscar, you mentioned how Andres Escobar factored into the game with rebounds and second balls, but he also showed the ability to make runs, to create things. How would you describe his performance tonight and the type of player that he is?
Yeah, when I was in Colombia scouting Fabian, and I'm gonna be short in this story, but I think it fits into the question. I saw a player with Fabian and that national team and in that club in Cali, that sometimes for me was perceived even faster than Fabian, and the ability, agility, and we were close to bring Andres first than Fabian. But Fabian and coming here first, and so we let Andres go. When we brought him here, I wanted to see that one. Tonight I did. I saw that one. We have been waiting long to see Andres in all his capacity, and today it was a great show by him, showing us his value. I'm happy to see what I saw many years ago. He has been growing during the season slowly, but tonight it was a great performance.
Knowing what the supporter shield means to teams vying to get that, and knowing that the Galaxy and the Seattle Sounders will be meeting twice to end the season, those 2 teams to get that supporter shield. Is there a part of the host that the 2 of them compete so hard that perhaps you're able to fly under the radar if you get into the playoffs and they're a tire group and then maybe the unthinkable happens?
Why not? Boys asked me that question yesterday, and they came aiming for big things. Say, you want to get into the playoffs, you want to fight for the supporter shield, you still can. And they target that one, so why not? Why not us? And the boys showed tonight that they can. We keep fighting for that.
Kind
Last
of
question.
along those same lines, against Seattle this year, you've played them twice, you led at halftime in both games and lost both games, and then tonight you give up that goal, it goes to 1-1. What kind of psychological, do you think there's anything psychological about getting over the hump against them, a team you very well could face here in a few weeks?
Right, yeah, it's a good question because that goes with the mentality, that goes with that confidence to not just beat the ones that are fighting with you in that spot, but beating one of those guys, one of those teams that are fighting for the support shield. And then we got LA last week. We had the leading 1-0, and then we came out with no points. But tonight we show that what we exposed the last two games against Seattle, it was not a coincidence. The boys can do it.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thank
Coach.
you.